Hello my dear children, welcome back to online classes of English literature, and today in this class I am going to teach you the lesson called Jalebis, which is in your book chapter 13, okay, written by the author named Ahmad Nadim Kasmi. He was born in the year 1916 and died 2006. He was an Urdu and English language Pakistani poet. He is a journalist and literary critic, dramatist and short story author. His famous works include Chopal and Kapas Ka Phul. So these are the important works done by Ahmad Nadim Kasmi. So this much you have to remember about the author. Now the title of the story is Jalebis. Now want to feel inquisitive, curiosity about the word Jalebis. You might have eaten jalebis at home. You know the shape of the jalebis. Some of you might have seen how the jalebis are cooked. It's so tasty, no? It's so sweet. So all of us like to eat the hot jalebis, isn't it? Especially in the winter. So it's so tasty. I hope all of you enjoy eating jalebis. Now let us find out what happened in this story of Ahmad Nadim Kasmi, means that he presented through the topic jalebis. Now the question goes like this here: have you ever disobeyed your parents or teachers? Obviously you might have disobeyed. No, many times you have disobeyed to the teachers also in the school. What do you feel about doing this? Means how do you, what is the reactions after doing what is the reactions? How does your parents take an action against you when you disobey? Okay, so let us find out what happens in this story now of the jalebis. Okay, it happened many years ago. I was in the 5th standard at the government school, Kambelpur. So here I refers to the narrator. Okay, so the narrator is telling that he was in a 5th standard in a government school named Kambelpur. Kambelpur is the name of the place, of the village. One day I went to school with 4 rupees in my pocket to pay the school fee. So here he was taken 4 rupee, okay, and that time see 4 rupees was the school fee. So can you compare the olden times and the present times? It's vast difference. Your school fee may be around 1000 now, but see earlier it was only 4 rupees. So here the narrator was holding 4 rupees in the pocket to give it to the school fee. When I got there, I found that the teacher who collected the fees, Master Ghulam Muhammad. So he was the person who was collecting the fee, Master Ghulam Muhammad. Like here in our school, who collect the school fees? Doma ma'am, Aunt ma'am. So they all collect the school fees, no? So just like them, in his school was Master Ghulam Muhammad, and was on leave, and so the fee would be collected the next day. So that day what happened, when the narrator went to pay the school fee, the person who is supposed to collect the school fee, Master Ghulam Muhammad, he was absent, and he said he would pay next day. All through the day the 4 coins simply sat in my pocket. So it was 4 coins, that means each coin was of 1 rupees. So it was in the pocket. But once I was outside school, they began to speak. Now here he felt the coins are speaking with him. Like coins, it produces a sound, no? What the sound known as jingling sound. So here the boy felt that the coins are speaking with him. Alright, coins don't talk. So here means he started also conversing with the coin and says don't talk. They jingle. Jingle again, I said it is a sound produced by the coin. But that day they actually spoke 1 rupees said. So first of all 1 rupees spoke and said, what are you thinking about? Those fresh hot jalebis are meant to be eaten and the money is meant to be spent. So here 1 rupees told the boy that means what are you waiting for now? Okay, money are to be spent. Okay, so those hot jalebis are waiting to be eaten. What are you waiting? Look here, I said, I am a good boy, don't misguide me. So here the boy said, I am a very good boy, don't try to misguide me. Misguide means taking in other direction, because the money was given for what purpose? To pay the school fees. He is not supposed to be spent, isn't it? The money was supposed to be spent only to pay the school fee. So that is why this boy said, don't misguide me. The rupees disliked what I had said. All of them began to speak at the same time. Now all the coins began to speak at a time. Okay. We are trying to tell you something for your own good. Don't you feel like eating those hot jalebis? And if you do end up spending us today, don't you get the scholarship money tomorrow? Sweets with the fees money, fees with the scholarship money. End of story. So the coin what they given a message here means like all means don't you it is they are telling that means we are telling you all this for your own good. You will enjoy eating jalebis, that is why we are telling you. So means what will happen if you like means not pay fee today, you will not get the scholarship money. So today you eat sweets with this money what was given to you, and when you get the scholarship money tomorrow, you pay with the scholarship money the fees, and the story ends like this. So not a big deal. Here the coin suggested the boy. My mouth watered. Obviously you know when you get the sweet like jalebis, obviously you will get means water in your mouth. You might having means felt no when you see jalebis are fried, so you get water in the mouth. But I wasn't going to give in so easily. I went straight home. So here he was good boy. So he thought means he's not going to spend the money for such purpose. So he went home straight. The rupees were so keen on being spent that day that when I reached home and sat on the bed, they began to speak. Again these rupees after going home also means he was relaxing in the bed, again they were speaking. At lunch they began to shrink, means they try to like shrink means again making a sharp sound, okay, movement and jingling sound produced. Thoroughly fed up, I rushed out of the house barefoot and ran towards the bazaar. So he was fed up of that sound, okay, made by the coins. So means barefoot means without wearing even slippers or shoes. So he ran towards the bazaar. I told the halwai to weigh a whole rupee with worth of jalebis. So here means he was fed up and he went straight to the halwai wala and said to give a whole rupee worth of jalebis. I had the jalebis to my chest and ran into a narrow street. So he was holding that jalebi, okay, and he was walking towards the street. When I reached a safe corner, I began to devour the jalebis. So he went towards one corner of the means road, and devour means to eat, okay, eat in a hungry manner. So here he started eating jalebis. Very quickly boys from the entire neighborhood assembled in the streets. So when you have the sweets, obviously your friend will come to you, isn't it? But when you don't have the sweets or anything, your friends won't come to you. So here his friends also gathered around him because they saw jalebis in his hand. By that time I was so pleased with my stomach full of jalebis that I started handing out jalebis to the children around. I bought jalebis for the remaining 3 rupees. So 1 rupee he had spent to eat again 3 rupees was left in his pocket. So again he went to bring jalebis to distribute among all the friends and the children. Then I washed my hands and mouth at the roadside tap and returned home as if I hadn't even seen the hint of jalebi all my life. So he ate jalebi in such a way, like means he had not eaten jalebis for so many years, okay, in life. So he ate jalebis in such a way, okay, at a time he finished that jalebis, even he distributed to the friends and the children in the street. Okay, for today we'll stop here. Further what happens in the story, again I will explain you in the next class. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay home.